Get ready to start our dockets in County Court at Law Number 2, Jefferson County, Texas. Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. First docket that we have is a announcement docket. Second docket is the trial docket. The announcement docket is scheduled for 9 a.m. this morning. Trial docket is scheduled for 10 a.m. this morning. And today's date is June 23rd of 2021. First case that we're going to call on our announcement docket is Mr. Weston Brian McKnight. Mr. McKnight have two cases. First case is cause number 328-810. The second case is cause number 328-812. Mr. McKnight is appearing via Zoom from his attorney's office. Mr. McKnight, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
That's good. Mr. McKnight, you're represented by your attorney, Mel Shalander. Mr. Shalander, how are you doing?
Okay, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Shalander, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make in Mr. McKnight's case?
Yes, there's going to be a plea if we could reset it to approximately a month or so.
Okay, could you give us a plea date?
August 11th.
It's going to be reset to August 11th of 2021. Mr. Shalander, your reset will be sent to you. And Mr. McKnight, your case is reset August 11th of 2021. Please stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. This will conclude your cases. You are free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Shalander, I think these are your only cases today in this court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Timothy Haynes is not here yet. Mr. Bailey, Timothy Haynes is not here yet. Okay. Attorney LaKayla Friday. LaKayla
Good
Friday.
morning.
Okay, how you doing?
Hi, Judge.
How you doing? Your client has not shown up yet. And so what we're gonna do, we'll wait for him to either appear in person by Zoom or by telephone.
Okay, Judge, I'll call him now.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we'll come back to you. We're on the record in cause number 327-634. The case is style of State of Texas versus Gina Monique August.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
August is here. This is Miss August.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning, Miss August. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay, now, Mr. Allison, you represent Miss August. You have an announcement you'd like to make?
Well, Judge,
Miss August case?
we're asking to be placed on the plea docket. We need a plea offer. Miss August has driven about 3 hours from Louisiana here, so we want to reset, but what we plan to do is hang around and see if we can talk to
the
someone.
prosecutor?
I don't want her to leave if
Okay.
she's got time to stay, but
Okay, let's do this here. I'm gonna just hold on it.
yeah.
Give you time to talk to the prosecutor, and once you talk to them, you can come back and just make your
Okay.
announcement.
Do we,
You can,
here, or-
you probably can go upstairs.
I'll go and speak to Julie.
There's two prosecutors. Daniel Boyd is one of the prosecutors, and then Julie Max is the other.
Okay, so I'll go upstairs.
Okay,
This is Mr. Boyd's case.
Okay.
And yes, Your Honor, and a previous offer was made on 4/13, I think emailed to Mr. Allison by Miss Ashley Ramos, and I'll honor that. But he can come up and speak with me on it if he'd like to.
all right.
I'm on my way.
All right, you can have a seat either in the courtroom or outside. Our next case is Tiffany Zamora, cause number 326496, cause number 327174. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Tiffany Ashley Zamora. Ms. Zamora, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Zamora? That's good. Ms. Zamora, you're represented by your attorney, Todd LeBlanc, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. LeBlanc, how are you doing?
Good, Judge. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Mr. LeBlanc, do you have an announcement that you would like to make in Ms. Zamora's cases?
Yes, Judge. I've received an offer and I need to speak with her about it. So if we could possibly reset it for a standard reset, that'd be fine, Judge.
Okay, give us a standard 30-day reset. On Tiffany Zamora, page 2 at the bottom on the announcement docket. Okay, this case is gonna be reset to August 11th of 2021. Ms. Zamora, you can get a copy of your reset in the courtroom. Please stand on the X to the far left. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. LeBlanc, your next
Yes, sir.
client is not here yet. He's not scheduled to get here till 10 o'clock.
Okay. I'll
All right.
sign back in then, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, you go. Sir, that's on the video. I think it says Bodie.
Judge, that's Mr. Haynes.
Okay. Okay, we're on the record in 4 cases. The first case is cause number 322826. Second case is cause number 323924. Third case is cause number 325164. Fourth case is cause number 325166. All 4 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Timothy Joseph Haynes. Mr. Haynes,
I
Okay.
can barely hear you.
okay, Mr. Haynes, how are you doing? Mr. Haynes,
Sir, I might have to call back and rejoin because I can't even hear you.
okay.
Stop.
Okay, we'll get back to him, Miss.
All right,
Friday.
sorry about that, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Burbank? Yes, Your Honor. You have a case, actually it's set for 10 o'clock. I think Mr. Washington, he's out there? Yes, Mr. Bailey, could you please go get Marshall Keith Washington?
I have some other ones on the announcement.
Yes. You're gonna have to write a reason in here. Okay, we on the record in cause number 320-866, cause number 323-394. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Marshall Keith Washington. Mr. Washington, is that your?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Washington, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Tom Burbank. Mr. Burbank, how are you doing?
Doing fine.
Okay, now, Mr. Burbank, in these two cases that's set on our trial docket, there's a conflict. He's represented by my daughter, Holmes, in the in this felony. And so these cases are going to be transferred next door.
I still can't hear him.
Only pending, we always ask for, to those,
Okay, yeah, it's just going to be transferred. She can tell you. Talk to your attorney.
I could reset it with the felony.
Yeah.
The felony is July 12th.
It's on the docket sheet.
The next time it'll be 3 o'clock.
Okay. We're back on the record in State of Texas versus Timothy Joseph Haynes. We have Mr. Haynes present via Zoom. Mr. Haynes. We have 4 cases. First case is cause number 322-826. Second case is cause number 323-924. Third case is cause number 325-164. And the fourth case is cause number 325-166. Mr. Haynes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Haynes?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Haynes, you are represented by attorney LaKayla Friday. Ms. Friday, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing fine. Ms. Friday, do you have an announcement that you would like to make?
On this one, I've had a chance to review everything, the discovery, but the state is waiting on an offer from them. And I think Daniel just took it over from Ashley, so he said he'll get me an offer as soon as he can.
Okay, how much time? How much time do you need on your reset?
Daniel?
I'm gonna get her the offer today, Your Honor. I'll get Miss LaKayla, I'll get her to call our office. If you'll call our office and give me your email and phone number, then I'll get it right.
Okay, so about 30 days, Judge?
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna reset you 30 days. The case is gonna be reset till August 11th of 2021. We will send you your reset, Ms. Friday. And Mr. Haynes, this will conclude your cases. You need to stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You are free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank
And
you, you
Ms.
too,
Friday-
sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Ms. Friday, I think these are the only cases that you have in this court this morning. So you're excused, you're free to go and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. The person who has iPhone. Person who has the iPhone, De Luis, would you please identify yourself?
Está bien. Ok. Está muy bien. No, 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 está muy bien. Está bien.
We're on the record in cause number 327132. The case is styled the State of Texas versus Luis Raul Calderon Romero. Mr. Luis Calderon Romero, are you there? Mr. Luis Calderon Romero, would you please identify yourself? Okay, we'll come back to him.
Yes, Your Honor, no problem.
Okay,
I'm here on Joshua Ferguson.
yes. You Miss Manella DeSeta?
That's correct.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Edward Saldivar
Yes, Your Honor.
to come forward. On a record in cause number 3277770, in case the style of the state of Texas versus Edward Saldivar. Is that your full name?
Edward Irineo Saldivar. Edward Irineo Saldivar.
Okay.
Irineo,
How are you doing?
good, sir.
Okay, and you pronounce your last name Sadiva?
Saldivar.
Saldiva. Okay, Saldiva. How are you doing, Mr. Saldiva?
I'm doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Saldiva, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Willard Hall. Mr. Hall, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Saldiva, I have before me a document that is titled the information. I'm having some problems with my computer right now. Hold on a minute. Mr. Saldiva, I have before me a doc. Oh, this one, hold on a minute. This one is still a problem. Oh, I'm having some problems with my computer. Just have a seat. Is it who? Oh, Daniel Boyd?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Boyd, they want, could you send the discovery sheet down on Saldivar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
It should be printing off the printer down there in your court, Your Honor.
And we have it.
Ok, sí puede. Por
Okay, well, just, we'll see if, I mean, we'll see if your client shows up. If she does, we'll contact you. Okay.
¿En causa tuya o no? ¿Están in your case?
No.
O nomás estaban diciendo quién estaba.
This is cause number 327132. The case is filed the state of Texas versus Luis Raul Calderon Romero. We have Mr. Calderon Romero appearing via Zoom.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Calderon Romero?
Good. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Calderon Romero, you're represented by your attorney, James Paget, who's appearing in court. Mr. Paget, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Paget, do you have an announcement that you'd like to make?
We're asking that the case be placed on your trial docket. We'd like to enter a plea of not guilty.
Okay, we're gonna reset the case on the trial docket. Mr. Paget, you can get your reset from our court coordinator. And Mr. Calderon Romero, this will conclude your case. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day, and your attorney will give you and your bondsman will give you your trial date.
I'll contact you shortly, Mr. Calderon.
Okay.
Okay, all right, you're free to go.
Did you try pressing?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, está libre de eso. Pero que van a hacer un trial.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Yeah, what's up? ¿Qué dice?
Que
Yeah, he was on both of them.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'm just happy that we figured out how to do it.
Hey, Judge, have you tried pressing or response record? Sometimes that helps, but I don't know.
I don't,
Salvador?
yes. Saldivar. Okay. This is cause number 327770. The case is styled state of Texas versus Edward Saldivar. We have Mr. Saldivar present in court. Is that your name?
Yes, sir.
And he's present in court with his attorney, Mr. Willard Hall. Mr. Saldivar, how are you doing?
Good, sir.
And Mr. Hall, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Mr. Saldivar, the information in this case alleges that on or about February 15th of 2020, while you in Jefferson County, Texas, operating a motor vehicle in a public place, you committed to Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration level of 0.15 or more. Mr. Saldivar, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Saldivar, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you do not wish to fight? Or are you pleading guilty because you're guilty?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Saldivar, you represented here, I have, well, you represented here by your attorney, Willard Hall, but I also have before me a document that is titled the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
This is also State's Exhibit number 1. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials on the top line, next to a box that says check guilty.
Yes, sir.
Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
And on the next page of this document, there's a signature at the top above the line that's titled defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that are checked at the top of this document. The top box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to appeal, which means you're giving up your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also have before me a document that is titled the discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the second line above the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Saldivar, prior to signing and initialing all of these documents that I've just mentioned, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Saldivar, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Hall, you've advised and counseled Mr. Saldivar. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Saldivar, your attorney, Mr. Hall, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Saldivar, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. The terms of that agreement are a $1,500 fine plus court cost, 180 days jail probated for 18 months, drug and alcohol assessment, DWI education course, and ignition interlock device.
Saldivar, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you will be placed on probation for 18 months. During the 18-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $1,500 plus court costs of $422. The total fine and court cost is $1,922. You'll also be required to pay probation fees of $60 each month, a urinalysis fee of $15 each month. You will be required to pay a Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $125 on the day of the plea. Should a further evaluation be needed, you'll be required to pay an additional $50. Now, your total monthly installments, that is the amount that you have to pay each month for this case, is $190. Would you be able to pay the $190 each month?
Yes, sir.
You will be required to perform 80 hours of community service, attend a DWI education class, and have an alcohol and drug assessment. Install a DWI interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. You will also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of your probation. Ms. Saldivar, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Saldivar will follow the plea bargaining agreement that you have entered into with the state. You're gonna stand on the X where your attorney is standing. You're gonna follow the directions of the clerk. And once you finish following her directions, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Hall, I think this is your only case, so you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and put your right thumbprint on that blue light for me.
He has another case. He had another case.
Okay. Lift it up and place it back down for me, but just gently. Okay, there we go.